It's no secret that Tesla has a major lead in electric vehicles, as it almost seems as if there is no competition. General Motors has recognized this and looks to outsell Tesla in the future. But how invested is GM, and will the company become the next Nokia? In this video, I'm going to go over General Motors' plan to copy Tesla. Before we begin, I've noticed that 92% of you aren't subscribed yet, so please take a moment and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. With that being said, let's get right into it. Steve Gursky, the vice chairman of GM, told Bloomberg that Tesla could be a big disruptor if we're not careful. History is littered with big companies that ignored innovation that was coming their way because you didn't know where you could be disrupted. Because of this, General Motors has assembled a Tesla task force that is built to study Tesla's moves and disruption. You heard that right. GM is actually creating a team of people whose purpose will be to study Tesla. Throughout this video, you'll see how General Motors is taking an approach where the company is attempting to follow Tesla's footsteps. On GM's EV Day, the company unveiled a new modular battery pack platform. This platform can store between 50 to 200 kilowatt hours. According to GM, with a combination of their new batteries called Ultium, this will allow for up to 400 miles of range and a 0 to 60 as low as 3 seconds. The flexible platform will be used for an upcoming lineup of EVs. In my opinion, this is a humongous step for GM, but nonetheless, a step that Tesla did many years ago. At the General Motors EV Day, the company hosted a live stream with the CEO Mary Barra, who was on a stage with a variety of upcoming electric vehicles. However, the live stream didn't display the electric vehicles on the stage, and people that were there in person were not allowed to take any photos whatsoever. This lineup consisted of a new Chevy Bolt, a Hummer SUV and truck, a Chevy crossover and truck, a Cadillac SUV and sedan, 2 Buick SUVs, and the Cruise Origin. Similar to Tesla, General Motors looks to set up a network of gigafactories across the US with a $2.2 billion investment into a Detroit Hamtramck plant and a $2.3 billion investment into an Ohio plant partnering with LG Chem, similar to how Tesla is partnered with Panasonic. What's ironic is that after GM announced the building of its own gigafactory, Elon Musk hinted at a terafactory, which is a unit over 1,000 times larger than the gigawatt hour. GM's team has stated that they would like to build thousands of electric vehicle fast charging stations across the US by partnering with another company named Bechtel. However, while this sounds ambitious, both companies aren't willing to sacrifice their own money. One report stated that neither company plans to put money into this project. The two companies will create a separate corporation to build the charging network, and companies are being invited to invest in it. The facts that General Motors is not willing to spend their own money on a charging network shows how GM is risk averse when it comes to investing in its electric future. At GM's EV Day, the company's team stated that they were going all in on electric vehicles. Many people got hyped up from this claim, but actions such as these are defying the promises that General Motors has set. With the popularity of Tesla's online ordering process, General Motors set up a website a few years ago named Shop, Click, and Drive. This website was met with plenty of criticism, as unlike Tesla, GM had to add in a complicated bargaining system where you would have to argue over email and calls for pricing. It's difficult to foresee General Motors giving up dealerships for online ordering, but the company's recent moves has shown that maybe the transition is beginning to occur. GM recently announced that the company would enhance the website and launch the enhanced version in a few months. Similar to Tesla, GM announced a few months ago that it would be vertically integrating into battery cell manufacturing. This plan also included a goal to lower cobalt content by 70% and lower the price of battery manufacturing below $100 per kilowatt hour. These goals are suspiciously similar to Tesla's project codenamed Roadrunner, which also looks to lower cobalt content and manufacture batteries at a price below $100 per kilowatt hour. According to General Motors, their batteries are already capable of a range of up to 400 miles and a 0 to 60 of 3 seconds. This sounds as if it would be groundbreaking, but if this was true, where is it? It seems as if this battery was created in a lab but hasn't been tested in a real-life scenario. At GM's EV Day, many investors were hyped to see what GM finally had to say. While the event lasted 2 hours, the team basically said nothing, which comes off as extremely sketchy. This is essentially how the event felt like. Using this flexible platform, we can utilize the new battery technology for a variety of worldwide applications. Depending on how effective and efficient the battery is, we can adapt to the sizes and specs and leverage our competitive advantage. The placement of the batteries vertically and horizontally will transform the way the batteries are used, ultimately adapting our upcoming vehicles to different situations. This flexible platform will be applicable at a global scale and operate efficiency with our vehicles. Throughout the presentation of GM's EV Day, that is exactly what it felt like, constant talking with no meaning behind it. Let me know what you think about GM's plan to copy Tesla in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.